One of our most long-time requested videos was to do one about Malaysian men's singles player, Daren Liew. This is a player that first really caught the world's attention when he nearly upset the GOAT of badminton, Lin Dan, at the 2012 Thomas Cup. And after that match, Daren Liew continued to show promise, where he later won the 2012 French Open and beat notable players like Chen and Viktor Axelsen. Unfortunately, however, it would seem that Daren did not reach his full potential. Aside from a brief resurgence in 2018 when he made it to the World Championship semi-finals, Daren's highest rank peaked at 10, and only lasted 1 week before his ranking plummeted in the next few years. And after more injuries, he eventually retired and is now coaching Malaysia. So, what happened? First, we can look at what made Daren Liew so good. What people will notice immediately when watching Daren play is how smoothly he moves on court. With this smoothness comes extremely good power generation. If you ever watched him play, you'll see that his smash, drives, and pushes have some of the fastest shot speed on the circuit, and is very difficult for his opponents to deal with.
Played really well, fast and furious, attacking to perfection.
This is especially the case when you also consider how sudden his power generation is. What Daren is really good at is holding a very relaxed state and then suddenly hitting an extremely fast shot out of the blue. If you can keep your hitting motion the same across both soft and fast shots like Daren Liew, it becomes exceptionally difficult for your opponent to punish you. They can't just stand at the net waiting for a drop or net, because they have to respect the smash and pushes. And as long as the drop and nets have decent quality, they can't just stand at the back either. This is what a lot of opponents who face Daren Liew experience. They have to be extra ready for the out-of-the-blue fast shots, which means they're often not able to punish the front court as much as they want, and will often stand further back.
Good shot.
This opens up the front court a little more, which is why you'll see that Daren Liew is usually the one attacking. Now, the problem with Daren is that he lacks the explosive power in his footwork. Even though he can get the attack, there's no guarantee that he'll be able to kill it. This is how many top players strategize against him. They're not so worried about hitting the shot to the backcourt, as Daren may not even attack it in the first place. And if he does, his follow-up is not particularly quick for a pro player. Thus, many players beat Daren Liew really just through out-rallying him and making him tired. The delayed push-off in Daren's recovery and split steps often make him take the shot lower, and gives opportunities for his opponents to take it early and attack. And this lack of explosive power also affects Daren's defense. The Malaysians' defense often feels like it's in slow motion, while other top players have more instantaneous responses. In the following clip, for example, you can directly compare Daren and Lee Chong-wei's backhand defense. Lee Chong-wei feels much more instant while Daren has a dragging feeling. And because of this weakness in his footwork, Daren ends up becoming an inconsistent player. Daren's skills set himself up well to be an attacking player, but his physicality cannot support it. This puts him in a situation where he's forced to constantly play better and better shots to win the rally. The more you try to pin the lines or play an even more unexpected shot, the more likely it is for you to make mistakes. You'll see this happen a lot with Daren. Daren Liew will often end up in positions where it's difficult to smash, but he ends up forcing it anyway, because any other shot will drag on the rally. He puts full power into every shot to make it hard for his opponents, but that also leads him to hit out very often. There's a compound effect here, where using full power all the time makes Daren more tired, and being more tired will lead to even more mistakes. This is why there are so many times where Daren would do well against a top player in the first set, but ultimately lose the match. There's just no more gas left in the tank. Ultimately, Daren needed just one more attribute that's on par with top players to truly compete. And in our eyes, it would have been more explosive footwork. People often compare him to Lee Chong-wei, given their similar movements. But Daren is missing the physicality part that Lee Chong-wei worked so hard to develop. If there was a more targeted focus on building resilience and capability to move, Daren may have had a higher peak. Injuries around the calf and hamstring are what led to a downfall in Daren's performance after 2013 and 2014, after all. Without knowing his training program or anything behind the scenes, it's hard to say what exactly he needed to do. But for us as individuals, it's important to spend more time on fixing our specific issues than blindly following someone else's program. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Let us know what you would like to see next in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.